Welcome back to Grand Strand Today. I'm Destiny Kennedy. Today, friends, we're here at Loud House Audio in Myrtle Beach, and I'm joined by singer-songwriter Bailey Thompson. She's going to tell us all about her amazing career. Bailey, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course, of course. So, Bailey, for those out there that don't know about your music and what you're all about, can you tell us a little bit of your story?
Absolutely. So, I have lived here my entire life, and music has always been a part of my life. I've been singing for as long as I can remember, and I really honed my craft at Carolina Forest High School and went on to High Step in Country over at Lakewood Campground, and I fully believed that I was going to move to LA or to New York and pursue a career there, but God made it very clear that He wanted me to pursue Christian music and make my music a ministry, and so I'm aiming to bring Christian music meeting modern sound and storytelling, and that's a little bit about me.
That's amazing. And so, Bailey, going into the kind of music you create, can you talk about your style and how you came to craft it?
Absolutely. So, to be honest with you, last year was one of the most difficult years that I had been through personally, and I really learned to rely on God. And from there, it was like my storytelling and my songwriting met, Christianity and biblical truths and doctrine. And so a lot of my songs are based on personal testimonies or experiences that I went through. And I really, really have a passion for storytelling. And lately I've been trying to kind of branch out and to do some more creative storytelling. So maybe things that I haven't personally been through, but that others might have gone through or might be going through, and telling different perspectives of stories.
I love that. And so would you say your sound as far as genre is pop? Like, how would you categorize it?
I would say I'm kind of all over the place in a good way. So a little bit of pop, a little bit of indie, a little bit of folk, and sometimes country. So just all blended together.
And can you talk about the writing process of creating a song? How does it start for you?
So honestly, it usually starts with a verse or two, a lyric or two. And then from there, I pray about it and sort of dig in scripture to see what God says about whatever pops into my head. And from there, sometimes it can take a couple weeks, but honestly, lately, it takes like 20 minutes.
Really?
I'll just sit in the bathtub and it's like it just flows. So
that's really cool. And what inspires you?
What inspires me? I would say, honestly, my experiences, my testimonies, and just the lessons that God teaches me through them. So that is my inspiration, is kind of sharing those lessons with other people that, I feel like a lot of things that Christians go through aren't talked about, like losing friendships or experiencing doubt. I feel like it's not glamorous to talk about experiencing doubt as a Christian. And so those experiences that I have wrestled with, I love to write about those and share them in the hopes that somebody who might not feel seen or heard will relate and feel like they're not alone.
That's amazing, Bailey. And so you're going to sing for us today. But before you do, can you talk about this song and what it's about?
Yes. So I am going to be singing Dirty Laundry, which is a song that I recorded right here at Loud House Audio with Shane, who is incredible. And that is an upbeat, fun song, basically talking about, I feel like Christians experience shame or guilt surrounding their past and often, unfortunately, can experience judgment from others. And so this song is just a really fun declaration saying that, you know what, we've all got dirty laundry and you can't judge me because God doesn't. And so that's where that song was born.
And so, Bailey, what's next for you in your career?
So next is I'm recording a song called When He Says Walk. And that song it was born at a time where I was having to face walking away from something that I'd never thought that I would walk away from. And so as I was writing, I just really, really wanted to hone in on the idea so that it was relatable for others, because honestly, there's a lot of times that God calls you to walk away from something. And it's so much harder when God calls you to walk away versus when He just takes it away. Mm-hmm. And so whether that's a romantic relationship or a friendship or a job, I just really wanted to write about that when He says walk, it's time to go. So.
And Bailey, for those out there that want to connect with you and learn more about you and your music, where can they go to find out more?
Absolutely. So I can be found at Bailey Thompson Music across all social media platforms and BaileyThompsonMusic.com.
That's amazing, Bailey. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And when we come back, we're going to hear from Bailey. We'll be right back with more Grand Strand Today. Welcome back to Grand Strand Today. I'm Destiny Kennedy, and we're still here at Loud House Audio in Myrtle Beach. And right now, guys, we're about to hear from Bailey Thompson as she sings her song, Dirty Laundry.
I see the condemnation in your eyes. I watch as you overanalyze. Give your best, bless your heart, smile. A Pharisee in disguise. You gossip about my past, I'm praying for your future. You pray on my downfall, I pray for your renewal. You got a plague in your eye, but you're trying to taunt me. Jesus didn't die, so I will let my past haunt me. And not a single word of us is any room to be haughty. Leave the judge and the God, we've all got dirty laundry. Too busy being grateful to notice. Listen to my neighbor. Gratitude's my only focus, 'cause I'm forgiven by my Savior. Whoever's focused on the future ain't worried about your past. And if they got time to judge, they ain't going nowhere fast. But did you hear what they said about you? Yes, I did, and I laughed. You got a plague in your eye, but you're trying to taunt me. Jesus didn't die, so I will let my past haunt me. And not a single one of us is any room to be haughty. Leave the judge and the God, we've all got dirty laundry. If you're without sin, please cast the first stone. But I got a feeling you'll be throwing them alone. If they hold you to your past, they're still living in theirs. And if they care so much, they should try and say a prayer. You got a plague in your eye, but you're trying to taunt me. Jesus didn't die, so I will let my past haunt me. And not a single one of us is any room to be haughty. Leave the judge and the God, we've all got dirty laundry.
Bailey, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us here on Grand Strand Today.
Thank you again so much for having me. It was an honor.
Of course. And then one last time, Bailey, for those out there that are interested in learning more about you, where can they go?
Bailey Thompson Music on all social media platforms and baileythompsonmusic.com.
Awesome. You heard it, guys. If you want to connect with Bailey, you can follow her on her various social media platforms. We'll be right back with more Grand Strand Today.